We are a few days removed from the last game. So in your mind, what does the Steelers' loss to the Bengals mean kind of for the big picture here?
I think it's a sobering reality check, not only of where they are X and O wise on the field, specifically on defense. A lot of the things I think they thought they had fixed, clearly they have not. So there's that angle. And then there's also sort of the big picture look at where the Steelers are. They're 4-2, just like they were a year ago with Justin Fields. And remember, when we saw the acquisition of Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, the thinking was, well, the quarterback play is always going to be good enough so that they're never going to find themselves in a hole like they did where they were losing 5 in a row to close out the season. But, I also always wondered, would Rodgers ever be good enough to be 6-1 for a stretch like Russell Wilson? The offense and Rodgers right now, I think, actually are the lesser of the Steelers' concerns at this point. It's more about the defense, but you do have to keep that in mind as the Steelers track out from this point forward. The AFC and the AFC North specifically are making them, I think, look better than what they really are based on some of the evidence we have from that Bengal game.
Yeah, and the biggest flaw, I think a lot of people would agree, in that game was the defense. How do they fix that?
They got to play better. I don't think that there's a fix in-house. Now, you could argue that maybe they shift attention away from trying to acquire a wide receiver at the deadline, since they don't seem to try to use any of the receivers besides Metcalf anyway. And maybe they look for a little bit more help along the defensive line. Maybe they look for a little bit more help in the secondary. I don't know where they would put another linebacker, but I guess that's possible that they could look at the trade deadline to help on defense as opposed to offense. But if that's going to be the case, they've got to get something more out of the wide receiver position than just DK Metcalf.
On the plus side, Pat Freiermuth had 5 catches for 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did they kind of rediscover him on Thursday?
They did. Now they have to stick with it because of what I just said. In particular, if they're not going to add to the wide receiver room, or they don't have any answers in-house, then it's got to come from the tight ends. And I think one real positive, to your point, Ashley, that we saw in that game against Cincinnati is that it was the first game where I felt like the tight end stamped the receiving game the way we were led to believe. It wasn't just Freiermuth, but the other tight ends all caught touchdown passes. And Freiermuth is a Bengals killer. Freiermuth against the Bengals is like Albert Pujols against the Pirates. All right, like he just destroys Cincinnati every time he plays them. But it's got to go beyond that. You used the phrase rediscovered. I think that's a good one. But let's not put him in mothballs again after that performance, especially if they're not going to get anything else from wide receivers not named DK Metcalf.